back. So today is, if you guys have been watching my channel, you will have seen that I've done a couple, I think I've only actually done one cooking video, but there's a reason for that. I love cooking, but I'm so lazy when it comes to cooking that I just have no drive to cook and then clean and then wait however long it takes to cook. I'm really lazy. It's a problem. So if you guys watched that cooking video, you will know that I have talked about Epicure and used a couple of the Epicure things in it. So I just recently got a new Epicure order in, so I wanted to share with you what I've used, so what I have in my house now, and these new things. So I'm very excited for today's video. So most of Epicure's things, a lot of their spices and things like that, have no added salt. A lot of it is just dehydrated food. So for a perfect example, I have their minced garlic and their toasted onion. Both of these are just literally dehydrated onion or garlic. So a good example is if you read on the side of the onion, it says a teaspoon is equivalent to a quarter of a medium onion, which is like, this stuff goes a long way. You don't need a lot of it. I'm trying to remember when I got this. I think I got these two my last year of university, and I've been out of university almost 2 years. So I've had these almost 2 years, and like, I use these in pretty much everything I cook. So they've lasted me quite a while. I also have this chicken broth, which is basically you just add water to it. Am I correct? Yes. You add 1.5 teaspoons of this to a cup of boiling water, and you have perfect chicken stock. I like this because there's no extra added salt like you would get if you got it in a can or if you got it in a packet, kind of similar to this. This just tastes so much better, and you're not like dry-mouthed after eating it. I think I used this once in a soup, but I don't make a lot of my own soup. However, it's really good to have on hand if you are sick and don't have soup. Just make a cup of this and you're good to go. One of my favorite things that I have used is their pesto mix. This makes me make a perfect pesto sauce in literally 5 minutes. I can make the pesto sauce faster than I can make the pasta. So I'm almost out of this, and this was supposed to come in my newest order. However, they didn't have any in stock because it is so good, but it's also stupidly easy. And I love it so much. It's probably my favorite pasta sauce that I've ever had. Going all along the lines of pasta, they also have a mac and cheese, which I haven't used a lot of this. I've used, it comes in packages of 3. I've used 2. This is the first time I bought it. And basically you just add milk, add this, add a little bit of butter, and stir it up. This is really good. It's pretty creamy, pretty cheesy. I mean, I didn't reorder it because I prefer their Alfredo sauce, which I will talk about when I pull it out of the box. I also have the chocolate cheesecake mix, which is frickin' to die for. I've actually never made a proper cheesecake with it. I've made their cheesecake truffles, which are, oh my god, so good, and they're so easy to do. I can't pass it up. I've also used their pumpkin cheesecake mix for an actual cheesecake, and it was also delicious. So really good to know for Thanksgiving. I also love their lemon dilly. I believe this is a dip mix. Yes, it is. This is a dip mix. They basically tell you to combine this with either Greek yogurt or sour cream, and then you can add grated cucumber on top, and it's really Greeky. I love using this as a seasoning for fish. I also like using it as a seasoning for something else, but I can't remember what now. However, I do have another one of these completely unopened in my pantry. Ooh, popcorn. I like using this as a seasoning for popcorn. It's quite nice because it doesn't have that salty dill flavoring. It just tastes like fresh dill, which is essentially what it is. In this, we have dill, herbs, garlic, onion, black pepper, and lemon. That is it. That's all that's in here. And it is so good. I did have a couple other of their dip mixes. I had their CCB, which is their cheese, chives, and bacon. I also had their 3 onion dip mix, which I think I had 2 or 3 of them that I actually gave to one of my friends who they love making dips for chips, dips for veggies, and they always have people over. So I gave it to them because I felt like they would get the use out of it more than I would. This was in last year's summer catalog. It is their Big Burger sauce, and it's essentially a dupe for Big Mac sauce. I actually much prefer this one over traditional Big Mac sauce because I find Big Mac sauce is very oniony. So this one has onion, red bell pepper, garlic, herbs, chives, and black pepper in it. And you just combine this with mayo, ketchup, and relish. And I hate relish, but this stuff on burgers is so good. I cannot not have it in my life. And I haven't used that much. I think I've only made it 2 or 3 times, but a little bit, like, I mean, just what they're saying on the package goes quite a long way. One of my ultimate favorite things that they sell are dried dressing. So this is their Caesar dressing mix, and basically you combine it with mayo, lemon juice, oil, and milk, and you make this amazing Caesar dressing. I prefer this over getting traditional Caesar dressing or just dressing in general from the grocery store because I find I eat salads in weird chunks. So I eat salads for like a week straight and then I won't touch salad for like a month. And when I do that and get traditional dressings, a lot of the time what happens is the dressing gets opened, it gets put in the fridge, and by the time I get around to using it, it's either not good or it's questionable. So with this, I just make enough for whatever salad I'm making and I don't have to worry about it after that, which is fantastic because I will always use what's in it. I always use mayo, I always have lemon juice, and I almost always have oil. It specifies olive oil, but I've talked to my friend who basically is the one who got me interested in Epicure, and she uses canola oil for a lot of it, so that's what I tend to gravitate towards. So now that I've kind of talked about what I have, I'm going to show you guys what I've just purchased. Alright, so you guys heard me ranting and raving about the Caesar salad dressing. When I first saw the dressings in the catalog, I had circled I think 2 or 3 different kinds, and I've finally gotten around to buying them. So I purchased a Greek salad dressing, which I'm very excited to try. I actually specifically went out and bought salad just so I could try some of this. It requires 2 tablespoons of this, 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, and 1/2 cup of red wine vinegar. And that is it. You mix it together, you slop it on your salad, and you got it made. I was concerned because I've never used red wine vinegar before, so I was like, will it go bad? But I'm gonna keep it in the cupboard with the oil and it should be fine. So that's what I'm looking forward to. What does this have in it? Herbs, red and green bell pepper, garlic, and onion. That is it. I'm super excited to try this. I also got another salad dressing, which is Italian. This one requires 2 tablespoons of this and 3/4 of a cup of oil and 1/4 cup of vinegar. They also have other things in here as well that says the creamy Italian dressing, so adding Greek yogurt or mayo, and then a pasta salad. And this one has organic cane sugar, herbs, onion, red bell pepper, garlic, and sea salt. So again, Greek, Italian, and Caesar are my main go-to dressings when I go anywhere, along with French, but I actually don't think this company has French dressing, which is fine. I'm super excited to try those. Like I said, I bought salad, so I'm ready. And as I touched on with the mac and cheese, my favorite like bagged mix of salad dressing, of mac and cheese sauce is their Alfredo. This Alfredo sauce literally can be made in like less than 5 minutes, and it is so good. I always add extra garlic to it, but I've never had to worry about burning it. I've never had to worry about curdling milk, because I know if you're making Alfredo sauce by hand, you have to make sure that you're not curdling milk, and if you do, the whole thing is garbage. With this, you basically just add a package of this, milk, and that's it. This one you can do in the in the microwave or the stove top. I always do it in the stove top. Doesn't really matter. They both take very, very little amounts of time. So I love doing this because it's so fast. And I always add a little bit of black pepper and garlic to mine to give it a little bit more flavor, but it's so good. And now I have 3. Moving on to their like appliances. I had this last summer, and unfortunately in the move, it got thrown out. But it is their big burger press. It is a 3-in-1 burger press that essentially allows you to make big burgers this size. It allows you to make little sliders, the inside size, and it allows you to make like stuffed burgers. With these steamers, the really cool thing is that they can go in the oven, they can go in the microwave, they can basically go anywhere where there is super high heat because they are just simply silicone. So as you guys can see, maybe, the inside is shiny where the outside is matte, and it makes for really easy cleanup and non-stick surfaces. So this is the biggest one they have. This one, yeah, it is $50. But it is so worth it because you can literally make pretty much anything in it in such a short amount of time. And it also comes with a little info card. So on it, it tells you it can make pasta, rice, quinoa, popcorn, broccoli and cauliflower, baby carrots, potatoes, frozen veggies, leafy greens, turkey bacon, and bacon, as well as a lot of other things because I've seen my best friend use this. So it does say that it's dishwasher, microwave, freezer, and oven safe. So that is really amazing. So it comes with obviously the big section. Oh, on the bottom it tells you freezer, dishwasher, oven, microwave, max 230 degrees, 445 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't cut, obviously. So as the big base, it has the lid, which is also vented. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see it on the inside here. And then it also has a little tray. So if you go onto the Epicure website, you can get all their products on there, as well as recipes. So the thing that excites me most about this is that I really want to try making kettle chips in the microwave. So there's a recipe on there where you very thinly slice potatoes, put them on this inside here, so it sits like that, and you pop the lid on, so it sits like that, and you pop it in the microwave for, I believe, 3 to 4 minutes, and you have a fresh batch of potato chips. So I'm very excited to try that. I just went in my cupboard this morning to get out the potatoes to give it a shot because I thought I could do it on camera. However, our potatoes were not good, so I have to get those the next time we go grocery shopping. But I am super excited to try making multiple different things, particularly pastas, vegetables, anything that's super fast that I just don't have the pots for on the oven, or on the stove, sorry. My brain is not working today. So yeah. Everything you will notice that you buy that is silicone or Epicure based, it is kind of purpley, which I think is really pretty. I think it's nice looking. So now that I'm thinking about it, I've told you the price of this. It was $50, which is why it took me so long to buy this, because I was like, well, I really want it, but it is a lot of money. It's really not a lot of money when it comes to purchasing things that will last freaking forever. I'm also really glad that I got this back in my life because I need it and I want to make more homemade burgers. The dressings I think are about $11, but if you come to think of it, 2 tablespoons of this makes a full-size dressing for a salad, but I know for a fact that I would get a lot more out of these dressings than I would dressings that I buy for this in the store for $3 or $4, especially because I feel like I'm constantly wasting food. It is a little bit more expensive, but I truthfully believe that it is worth it if you like one of their things. Obviously, if I were to go and buy everything I need for an Alfredo sauce, it's going to be more than how much I paid for the 3 of these. I believe I think it was 3 for $15. So if you break it down, it's about $5 a pop. If I were to go to the store and buy everything I need, which is like 2 different types of cheese, I think you need heavy cream. You need milk at least. But if you had to buy everything, it's going to be more than $5. So realistically, it is a good deal if you like their products. They have a lot more than what I'm showing you guys here. There is a lot more cookware that I don't have because I don't tend to gravitate toward cookware since I'm fairly cheap right now with cookware. Hence why it took me so long to buy the steamer. But with the food things, they still have a lot more. They have a lot of different like dessert toppings and just barbecue sauces galore, sauces and mixes, and honestly really great things. I just know that I would never use them all, so I'm buying things smartly and buying things that I know I would use. So I can think of, there was a coleslaw that I know I absolutely loved, but I tend to not gravitate toward coleslaw, so I'm not going to buy a coleslaw dressing for $11 and only use it once because I tend to gravitate toward other dressings more often. Another perfect example is there was a smoky, I think it was a smoky mojo sauce that was really good as a dip. But again, I don't gravitate towards dips, hence why I use the lemon dilly dip mix for a seasoning. That's the one thing I love about these products is that they're very versatile. So the 3 onion dip mix, I don't make dips, but I still used it for seasonings. I still used it in soups. I still use it to season different things. However, I found myself not using it enough, so I gave it away. But again, I love these products, and if you love, I love that these products are slightly more healthy than what you could get because there is no salts, there is no added like things that you can't pronounce. The one thing I like about these is this company started in Canada, and I think just last year it started to expand to the United States. So it is so fantastic, but it is not well known enough in my opinion because I freaking love this stuff, and I don't buy it enough because I don't use enough of it at a time, but I know I will be because there are certain products that I am constantly gravitating towards, and like I said, they're fast, they're easy, and they taste pretty damn good to me if you ask. So yeah, that's my little haul. If you are interested, I will leave my Epicure consultant's link down below so that you can get in contact with her. Obviously, don't feel obligated because that's not what this video was about. It was just about me sharing ways that I have found to make cooking easier for me, easier, faster, and just overall a little bit better and healthier for me. So if you have any questions, obviously leave them below, and if I don't know the answer, I'll direct you to Rochelle. She has an incredible handle on this company, and she just you should see her shelves. I swear she has every single Epicure product possible. And I know a perfect example was when they were moving just recently. She was pulling out a lot of her Epicure stuff, and she has this summerberry sweet mix, which is stuff that you could put on yogurt or desserts, and she pulled out one that was open and she's like, okay, cool, I need to order more. And she found, I think, 2 or 3 completely brand new packages of it in the back of her cupboard. It's also very honest. A good example, they have a gluten-free pancake mix, and she has told multiple people who have asked her about it, don't buy it, because it's better to just go to the store and buy a gluten-free pancake mix, because it's probably half the price and it's just the same. So that's one thing I really appreciate about her, is that if you have questions, she will answer you honestly, and she will tell you, you know, it's probably just better if you buy this product instead. The Epicure website also has recipes on it for every single one of their products. So if you're like, okay, this is great, this has Greek dressing, creamy Greek feta dressing, a Greek salad, what else could I do with this? You can go on the website, type in Greek dressing mix, and it'll come up with a whole bunch of different meals. They also have meal kits, so they basically send you packages like this that have everything you need to make, say, I can't even think, like a chili or a taco night or anything like that. It makes it really, really simple to just mix it up. I really wanted to share these products with you guys because I know so many people who are like, I just freaking hate cooking. I want to eat better, but I hate cooking for small amounts of people, or I hate having to go out and get a whole bunch of different ingredients and just not having like the drive to make the same meal multiple times. So I have all of these leftover ingredients that I'm never going to use, like the Alfredo sauce or like pesto sauce. I'm never going to go out and make my own pesto sauce because honestly, I'm just too lazy. So having this in my life makes it so much easier, and it tastes amazing. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.